Hey, Brilliant. Hey, Granny. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Look, it's the preview to the weekend's preview. It's the preview to the weekend's preview. Look, I got my ball today, y'all. This is my stress ball, okay? Relieving stress. Relieving stress. See, you can do more than one thing at one time. We can walk, we can talk, and we can relieve stress, right? All of that is a form of therapy in itself. Brittany says, hey, Lance Pride. Granny says, hey, Lance Pride, listening. You ladies are speaking. I'm glad to have you ladies on here today. Today is Thursday. So look, let's talk about our thoughts for this week. What are your thoughts? How has your week gone? How has your week gone so far? I know, Brilliant. Tell me about it. Yes. Granny says, my little sister Brilliant, we roll together. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Granny. Brilliant. Brilliant is my girl. Brilliant is so supportive, faithful supporter, long time supporter. Brilliant is gonna be. Brilliant is gonna support. Brilliant is gonna support. She's gonna share. She's gonna do all that. I'm so thankful to have her. Okay, Granny. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes. So, y'all, we talk about. We've been talking about mental health, but sometimes our mental is okay. It's intact, and we're functioning as we should on a day-to-day basis. But we still get stressed out, right? We still get stressed out. So this does it for me. This stress ball is one of the things that I do. You just squeeze, squeeze, especially when you're like, you know, angry. Nobody likes to think about getting angry, right? But if you're upset, very upset, you're angry. And like I was saying the other day, if things like counting to 10 doesn't work for you, or, taking a few deep breaths, those things may not work for you. Well, sometimes you can find other simple things to do, you know. And I know a lot of times people say, nothing really works for them because they go from 1 to 10 so quickly, or 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000 so quickly. But hey, have these things nearby, okay? Or something similar. Ladies, just like we attach things like pepper spray, we attach little sharp gadgets to our purses, to our keychains to help us get through the day, for just in case. Hopefully we won't need it, but just in case. You can also buy little keychains that have like stress balls. They may not be just like this one, but something that you can have that's kind of squirmish in your hand. Those little squirmy things, I forgot what you call them, but they're kind of squirmy. And they sell those as keychains or key rings, and you can have that attached to your purse or just to your pants or whatever you have on. You can wear a necklace, I'm not a necklace, but a bracelet with it attached. And don't worry about what people say, okay? We know what we're using it for. And when you're having those stressful times and those stressful situations, Granny says, okay, I'm here just listening now, supporting. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And Brilliant says, yes, we do, Queen. Definitely a pleasure. Thank you, Brilliant. Thank you so much. So we're having those stressful moments, and we're in those stressful situations. Sometimes something as simple as a ball can help get you through those moments. A squirmy toy. I cannot think of the name of them, but that might be the name of them. I just know that they're squirmish. You squeeze them. Sometimes the they have something inside of them, like really firm marbles or something like that. And you just squeeze them, and they're very stress relieving. They are very stress relieving. So I really do, enjoy having things like that. You guys get you something like that to help to relieve your stress throughout the day. Okay? especially like I said, of certain things like counting to 5, counting to 10, they don't work for you. Or what else? What's another one? Taking deep breaths in and out. They don't work for you, especially if you're easily angered. And nobody in the line will probably want to say that they're easily angered, but we're human, and some of us are. Some of us are. Some of us are easily angered. You know, people tend to get on your nerves sometimes. People start stuff with you, and they just don't know. They just don't know the mood that you're in that day. And maybe you're not easily angered all the time, but from time to time we can be. So it's Thursday again, another week has flown by. Tomorrow is Friday. I know you guys are looking forward to the weekend. What do you have going on this weekend? If you have no plans, make some. Make some plans. Even if your plans are just to just to splurge and just to treat yourself. Go out and do something nice for you. I suggest we do that every weekend anyway. A lot of people work on the weekends because, of course, we have 24-hour places that are open and they need people to work. We have gas stations, hospitals, healthcare facilities that stay open. So many of those people, they work on the weekends and they don't get out. Bria said, thank goodness. They don't get a chance to get off until like during the week. A lot of them, some people work every weekend. Could y'all imagine working every weekend? Like, I know now, do know that some people work every weekend as a side hustle, to pick up some extra cash as a side job, for a limited time. They choose to work a job that's every weekend. But some people cannot stand working on the weekend. Some people wouldn't work on the weekend if you paid them an arm and a leg. It's like people, and I don't blame them for not wanting to work on the weekends, But the only thing about working Monday through Friday is you always have to request days off to handle business. Like, so if you work kind of like an every other weekend schedule, that's great because that means you'll get a couple of days off during the week to do the things that you need to do, like doctor's appointments, dental appointments, and things like that, going to the school, checking on your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, and doing things like that. So sometimes people don't mind working every other weekend. And again, some people, they tend to work every weekend if they need that week for school or something like that. So whatever you did this week, I hope that you have pleasant thoughts about the week. I hope that you have pleasant thoughts about this upcoming weekend. And if your week was rough, hey, do something extra nice, okay? Do something extra nice for yourself. Do something extra fun. Do something extra fun. Doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. What's up, Six Bowls is back. Six Bowls, how is the weather there now? How's the weather? I was at work and I saw you talking about the weather. So I hope everything is good. I hear that a few other places are supposed to get some, potentially bad weather today and tomorrow. So if you guys are in those locations, take cover, protect your family, protect yourself, hunker down and be safe. Hunker down and be safe. Because when the weather gets bad, you never know sometimes they can forecast how it's going to be, but the weather changes on a dime. It can flip on you. You can expect it to be one way, and it can be totally the opposite. It can be totally the opposite. Oh, you have no AC in your car? Oh, I know. I've had that feeling before. I have had that feeling before. It's like you have no AC, and it's just like, it seems like, of course, it seems like it always happens when it's hot. When it's hot. And a lot of people, they're like, well, of course it's going to happen when it's hot. When it's cold, you wouldn't know. Yes, you do, because I know a lot of people who use their AC. They use their AC when it's cold. You know, some people they like it when it's cold, but, and not so much like, I'm not talking about like 32 degrees below. I'm saying like when it's kind of cool outside. Like I don't need an AC if it's 50, 60. But some people, if it's 60 degrees outside, they turn their AC on in the car. So I totally understand. Nobody likes to be hot, especially a pregnant person. Especially a pregnant person. Sixbo says Missouri weather is unpredictable. She says, hello, chat. Girl, this weather, it can flip. It can flip on a dime. I'm telling you. It can. So, are you planning to get your AC fixed soon, Sixbos? If not, I hope so. But if not, stay out of that car as much as possible. Stay out of that car as much as possible. Because it does get hot and it's very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Especially when you're pregnant, to be in a hot car with no AC. So I'm hoping that you can get that fixed soon. And if it's gonna take a little while, don't be in that car. But take the kids to school, pick the kids up, get your groceries, and get in the house. Get under that AC. Get under that AC. Hey, Tamika. Tamika says, hey, Lions Pride in chat. Happy Thursday. Hey, happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. But yeah, it is. It's so hot. It's like, I don't know, it's 90 degrees right now. But it's later in the evening. It's breezy. And that's why I had to wait. Y'all know I've been going live a little bit earlier. And I prefer to go live earlier to kind of get it out of the way. And I didn't do my lights because I went to sleep. like I went to sleep. So I didn't do my lights because I fell asleep. I probably do those when I have my nephew. I usually do my lights when I'm watching my nephew because it keeps him busy. And he just loves to watch all those lights just dancing around the room. And he loves to watch it on the phone. He loves to watch that on the phone. Brian says, Sixbos, hey beautiful, please be safe in this heat, queen. Tamika, happy Thursday. Brian says, happy Thursday. Tamika, yes, Tamika, happy Thursday. How has your week gone this week? It's almost the weekend yet again. We're saying that it's almost the weekend, but y'all know how that goes, right? We're going to be saying that it's almost summer, and the next thing you know, it'll be fall. Next thing you know, it'll be fall. Sixbo says, I need a whole new car. Every time I fix something, it keeps, oh, I got you. To fix something, to keep it running, I can't spend the money on the AC. I got you. So yes, y'all, I have my ball today, okay? So we're walking to relieve stress. We're walking for fitness. And this ball is a great stress reliever, okay? You can walk with it. You can sit with it. When you're out in public, if someone ticks you off, grab it out of your purse. Guys, grab it out of your man bags, okay? A stress ball, okay? It is a great stress reliever. I understand that too, Sixfold. Sometimes we just gotta save our money for something newer, something better. Because it's just like you said, how many of you guys have experienced that before? Like, once your car starts to go bad, you get something fixed on it. Like, sometimes that happens. Something goes out, you get it fixed and you're good. But once a car starts to go bad to the point where, okay, you get this fixed, say in January, and then April, there's something else. And it's expensive. It's usually going to be expensive, okay? And then you get that fixed April, around July, August, already there's something else wrong with it. So that's three things already. And you're just spending money and spending money, and you're trying, to get everything repaired, because you don't really, a lot of times you don't really want to buy a new car. But when your car starts to do that, it's like that's your goal. You make that a goal to just get a new car, because you'll find yourself spending. And it's like, I question, like, what are you guys doing? Because like when something big goes out on your car and you get it fixed, right? You get it fixed. Okay. 2 months later, something else happens. I started looking at the dealership and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Because it seems like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when it's not one thing, it's another one. You get that fixed and it's something else. You get that fixed and it's something else. And have y'all ever just felt like that? Like, did y'all see this and you just didn't tell me? Like, did y'all see this going on with the car and you just didn't tell me? So, because every time you take your car to the dealership, there's that diagnostic fee, right? And if you don't, and they claim that, well, if you get it fixed, then there's no diagnostic fee. That's a lie. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because first of all, they have to put it on the diagnostic machine to see what's wrong with it, right? Hey, Key Kitchen. Brian says 6 bowls, good sis. Good sis. You be working hard for your family. Yes, she does. Relax while you can. Right. Right. You're home for the day. Okay, that's good. So, it is like every time you turn around, they gotta fix something else needs to be fixed. And so it was just like a couple of months ago, 3 months ago, and maybe you had them to fix one thing. So then it's kind of like, did y'all know this was going on when I was here last time? And then they got to put it on the machine again. Of course, that's another charge. And so I often wonder, and it's not just with women, it's with men as well, because you still have a few shade tree mechanics. Or if you find out what's going on with it on the machine at the dealership, you can take it to someone and they may be able to fix it for you. But the thing about it is, if you use a shade tree mechanic, then you're constantly buying something, because if it's not the problem he think it is, then you got to go back until he fixes it, until he's gotten it correct. Okay, you take it to the dealership, they put it on that machine. 2 or 3 months later, something else is making a noise. Something else is not doing right. They put it on the machine. So it makes me wonder, like, did you guys see this the last time I was here? Did you know I would probably be back soon? Like, tell me, did you know? Because now I'm back again. You got to put it back on the machine, and there's another fee to put it on the machine again. So sometimes it just makes you wonder. I guess they do right most of the times, because there have been times where I've taken my car in and they've told me this, and this needs to be fixed. And I'm like, okay, my money is looking like I want the 2 major things fixed. So, that way I know that I need to go back and get something else done. But sometimes people will take their cars and they're told one thing, and then next thing you know, they're back 2 months later, 3 months later, and they're told something else. And they're back again 4 months later. So it's like every time there's that diagnostic fee, and they'll tell you, well, we're not going to charge that fee if you fix it here. We're going to put it on the machine, but if you get it fixed here, they still charge that fee. Yeah, Tamika, they still put that fee on. Key Kitchen saying hello to everybody. Everybody speaking to Key Kitchen. Thank you guys for speaking and welcoming each other in. So, they still charge the fee. They get on my nerves when they say that. They say, well, if you get it fixed here, you won't be charged the fee. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. They put it all in the total. Hey, Boots. Hey, Boots, flowers and stuff. Yeah, they put those fees, and they put that fee to put it on the diagnostic machine. They put it all in the total. That's what they do. So you're getting charged for it every time. Hello. So yeah, you're getting charged for it every time. The only thing is, if you don't let them fix it, then you have to pay that, what, 100, $150 just because they put it on there to get your car back. So, and just, I can only imagine now, just like now with getting your cars fixed and stuff, everything is going up. It's almost like, you know, this country regulates us, but they don't regulate the treatment the treatment we receive. Because some things are just too expensive for no reason at all. Book says, hey, everybody in the chat. Green says, sometimes the mechanics be overdoing the repair estimates. I tell them I just need the diagnostic report. Right. And I go to my street mechanic, the one I can afford and trust. Right. And see, that's the thing. I'm sorry about that. I got a phone call. Okay. Yes, brilliant. That's what I do. I'm like, okay, give me the report. And they get so upset when you do that. They don't like to do that. But my thing is, once they do that, if I've paid you, just give me the report. Because if they put it on the machine, most places, once they put it on the machine, if you don't go ahead and get it done that day, they still charge you for putting it on the machine. Because they're not crazy. They know what we're going to do. They know we're going to go, and let somebody else we trust fix it. So some of them, once they put it on the diagnostic machine, they won't give you your car back unless you pay what that fee, the fee to put it on the machine. So you got to pay that. Then, and that's okay. I don't mind doing that because the rest of the stuff that they're talking about, it may be a couple of $1,000s. And then, like you said, you can just go ahead and, chop that up to get that report, pay that $150, $100, $150, whatever it is, $180, and then take it to someone you trust. Brilliant says, happy Thursday, Boops. Take it to someone you trust. See, that's one of those times when this ball, y'all, see this ball, it comes in handy. When you're dealing with the mechanics and they're talking to you and they're saying things that you don't want to hear, you got to squeeze, take this out of your purse. Men, take this out of the car and you just squeeze, okay? Squeeze, it's stress relieving, okay? It's stress relieving. It relieves stress, okay? Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But that's very, very annoying. Very annoying when they do that. Because my thing is, I understand that, that there's a fee to put it on the machine, but that fee is outrageous. That fee is outrageous. Just to put it on there and let let whatever show up. Because once they sit it on there, whether the car is will start or not, once they hook it up, they're going to show whatever they show. It's going to ring codes, and then they're going to tell you what you need. So tell me what I need, and I will get, if it's 2 or 3 things, depending on the price, I'll get everything, repaired. But if not, I'll get 1 or 2 things done. Or, like Brilliant said, take it to somebody else you trust and have them to do it. The only thing about that, if you do go to a shade tree mechanic, you don't have any warranty on the work. You have warranty on the parts. Tamika says, hey, Key Kitchen. Yeah, you don't have any, you're right, Brig, depending on the price. Because I would like for the work to have a warranty attached as well. Not just the parts, but the work itself. Because if you do that and you do take it to someone else, then, even if you trust them, things happen. So you want to make sure that the work is warranted as well. And that's a whole other discussion too. Because 9 times out of 10, if something is not done quite right, guess what? They're going to make an excuse for it not being because of the work that they did. They're going to make an excuse. Well, you must have hit you get a front end alignment, right? And you drive off. A block down. You're like, this isn't right. Most places who have a degree of integrity will take it back and, recheck it. But some places, especially if you get all the way home, or if it's closing time, they're going to use that as an excuse. Well, you could have hit a pothole. You could have done this. You could have ran up on the curb. They're going to use all kinds of excuses not to, you know, warranty the work or to avoid the warranty. And that's ridiculous. Right, exactly, Lance Prize. Then it's something else that becomes the problem. Right, right. It's something else becomes a problem, or it's something you did. And I'm like, well, okay, how can you tell me that? How would you know that? Like, especially with those alignments, y'all. Those alignments and those front end alignments are not cheap. They're not cheap. But you can leave there and you know, I mean, what reason would you have to lie? Like, just think about it. Do you really feel like taking your car back to the dealership, waiting your turn, waiting for them to have to call you back to pick it up, you know, and all this kind of stuff? Why would you lie about that? You know, I'm not saying it's impossible because we know people, you know, people are people. People are people. People be peopling, okay? So I'm not saying that it's impossible that somebody would maybe hit a pothole and then go back and say, hey, this just doesn't feel right, you know. But a lot of times, why would people lie? You know, just take the car back, check it out. But they always find some excuse to say, well, it's something else. So that they can not only be responsible for repairing what they didn't do right or that they didn't find the first time, but then they're going to charge you again. They're going to charge you something else. So those are some thoughts for us on Thursday. You know, those are some thoughts for us on Thursday. Six folks came in here talking about the AC, and we doing a whole we're doing a whole expose on what these car dealers do. What these car dealerships will do. Repair places. You know, and sometimes, you know what, another thing is you don't always have to take it to the dealership that you bought it from, or if it's a Cadillac, you know, whatever, it's a Honda. Sometimes you're better off taking it to a repair place that that repairs like a variety of cars. I know the best thing to do, the best advice is to take your car to, if it's a Honda, take it to the Honda dealership. If it's a, you know, Cadillac or whatever, take it to the Cadillac place. Take it to wherever you got it from. If it's a Mercedes, take it to the Mercedes dealership. But there are some times when it's better to take it to somebody who just, who's a certified mechanic and is just kind of like an all-around guy, because they'll probably give you a better, you know, a better price. And oftentimes they even fix your cars just as well as the place you bought it from. Because it's just something about, you know, of course, warranties. Most times when you get your car from a dealership, yes, you're going to have a warranty. But have y'all noticed how many times that they found a way to say that whatever it is doesn't apply to your warranty? Your warranty isn't effective on this particular issue. That burns me up. That burns me up. You have this warranty and for a bazillion miles, and then you take your car in and the warranty doesn't apply to the issue. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Hey, Betty. Hey, Retirement Days. Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live. I appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in. And y'all, like Sisbo said, it is hot. It's hot. It's hot. And it's going to get hotter. It's going to get hotter. So we're going to talk about some tips, too, about staying safe, even in the heat. Okay? We're going to talk about some tips, you know, for staying safe in the heat. Tamika says, hi, Retirement Days. Because just like you can, you know, you can have issues out in the cold weather, you can definitely have issues out in this hot weather. And we know it's not as hot as it's going to get. It is not as hot as it's going to get. It's going to get a lot hotter. So you want to stay hydrated. You know, you want to stay indoors as much as possible. Under the AC. You know, at least a fan or something. Stay cool. Stay as cool as you can. And you know what? We're talking about the ACs and cars. Don't y'all hate it when your AC goes out at the house? Oh my goodness. When the AC goes out at the house, it's horrible. It's horrible. You got to call them in. to get some straightening, okay? Because you can't be hot up in the house. The kids are hot, you're hot. You got to get some things straight. You cannot be hot up in the house like that. Call them in and get something done. Call them in and get something done. Nobody likes being in a hot home. Nobody likes being in a hot home. So if you own your home, make sure that you get your AC. Y'all here? Make sure that you get your AC serviced. And if you rent or lease, because a lot of people do, make sure that you contact your landlords and let them know, because some landlords, in my rental history, some landlords are good, some landlords are bad. Some landlords are great. Whatever it is, whatever problem that you're having, they want to know as soon as it happens. As soon as it happens, because if they know as soon as it happens, that's the less money they may have to spend. That's the less money they may have to spend. But if you don't let them know as soon as it happens, and you just let the problem go on and on, it may cost them a little bit more money. But then you have some landlords or leasors, you can tell them that something is going on, and they put it off. They put it off, and they put it off. And of course, again, it costs more money, and they find some way to blame the tenant. Kind of like the dealership. They're going to ask you, what did you do? You didn't do anything. You took it to them to get it repaired. And whatever they did apparently wasn't the problem. They act like they don't miss problems, okay? They act like they don't miss problems when they're trying to fix your vehicles. You got some landlords who, they're great. Some, they're not so great. Some, what do you call them, slumlords? Some of them are not so great at all. So that brings me to another subject, y'all, keeping records. We have to keep records, okay? Keep records of the things that you do. Keep records of the things that you do. Because people will lie. People will lie. So always document, not just your receipts. When it's something that you know could be a potential issue later, always document. Because if you have to take it to a court, or if you have to take it to, what do they call it when you don't go to court, but you have litigation, but it's not court. What is that? I can't think of it, but arbitration, something like that. When you have to go have that type of litigation, you want to have receipts. And in addition to your receipts, you want to have documentation, just your own self-documentation. You told them this on this day at this time and what their response was. Okay? How fast did they act? Did they act within a reasonable amount of time or no? Or not? Did you have to tell them 2, 3, 4 more times? And if you did, you need to document every single one of them, because people will try to put it off on you. The things that they should have done, they'll try to put it off on you and have you paying for something that they should have paid for months ago. So make sure that you pay attention. Pay attention. Pay close attention to the things that you do, to the work that you have done on your home, your vehicle, anything. I keep receipts. A lot of people don't keep receipts. I can't stand it when they ask me, do I want a receipt? And I think when you pay with your card, They're thinking, well, people don't want receipts because they'll have the transaction history. But no, transaction history or not, card payment or not, I want a receipt because I might leave and get to my car and something's missing, something's not right. And it may be on my statement right then, but it may not. It may not. It may take a couple of days. And the longer it takes for you to provide proof, the harder time people give you. The harder time people give you. So if you want your receipt, tell them that you want your receipt. Make it clear that you want your receipt, okay? Make it clear that you want your receipt. Because people will snatch your receipt off the register and throw it in the garbage without even asking you. Without even asking you. That bugs me. That bugs me. Don't snatch my receipt and throw it in the garbage. Ask me. Ask me. Ask me first. Ask me first. Don't do that. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, it's later, y'all, and it is not. This wind is barely any wind at all. It is hot. It is hot. And that's why I say it is going to get hotter. So, like with Six Bowls, get in the house, stay in the house, chill out, relax. I mean, that's whether you have an AC or not. Because it's hot. When it's hot, you're like panting. It's so hot right now that the wind that is blowing is kind of warm. It's not a cool breeze. It's not a cool breeze at all. It is not a cool breeze at all. It's not cool at all. It's just kind of warm. I hope it does rain, though. I really do hope it rains. That's what it feels like. It feels like it might. But the last time I looked at the forecast, it may not be until later on. It may not be until later on. Whatever you guys have done this week, I hope that you've had success, and I hope it's been prosperous, and I hope it's been profitable, even profitable. Hope you had a great week. Tomorrow is Friday. Plan to have a fantastic Friday, a fabulous Friday, a free your mind Friday. Everything that happened this week, by the end of the day tomorrow, try to free your mind of anything that was unpleasant that happened, anything that bothered you, anything that kind of irked your nerves. Try to free your mind, okay, of anything that wasn't pleasant to you or that you didn't enjoy. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind, okay? Prepare for a wonderful weekend. A weekend filled with good times, filled with happiness, and filled with joy. Prepare yourselves for a weekend that's wonderful, that's happy, that's filled with good times, and that's filled with joy. And in the case that those things come along that kind of challenge you, try to keep your cool, try to keep your head on straight, try to keep your stress level down, even by simply doing something like this, using this stress ball, okay? Using a stress ball. Whatever it is that helps you to release stress. Do you have a kickball? Go outside and kick your kickball. Kick it around. Play badminton, okay, with the kids, with the neighborhood. Have a family game. Have a neighborhood game. do something constructive and productive. Constructive and productive. Try some new talent. See if you have. Sometimes we're filled with talent that we don't even know. Try doing something you haven't done before this weekend. This weekend, I want you guys to try doing something that you haven't done before. Sometimes it can be something that doesn't really seem to appeal to you, to be too exciting, but just try it. You never know. Try it. Try something that doesn't even appeal to be exciting, but that is positive, okay? That's positive. You never, ever, ever know. You never know. It is pretty out here. It really, really is. And I'm about to be done. And it's starting to go, finally there's a nice cool breeze. There's a nice cool breeze. It's starting to feel really nice. But it's first dark. It's first dark. I don't know, but I'm still not ready to go in yet. I'm not ready to go in yet. Y'all know how it is. I often say sometimes you just want to keep going. Just keep going. We talked about that yesterday. When you start to work your way up, you do it for a certain way for so long, and you hang off or you slack off one day, and then you find that you miss it. Or two, whatever it is that you do, when you've done it for your normal 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you find that you want to keep going. You find that you want to keep going. And so I just want to keep going. I just want to keep going for a while. I'm done. Walked kind of slow. We walked slow today. We did more talking. I don't know. I think we do about the same amount of talking every day. The goal is to walk and talk. So sometimes you don't want to talk so much. Sometimes you do. But the main goal between the two is to walk, to get that cardiovascular activity in, to move, to help release those endorphins, those good hormones, those positive hormones. They're food for your soul, food for your mind. And I can hear the rain. It's raining nearby. You guys know how when you're riding in a car and like you can see miles ahead, you can just tell that it's raining, that you're about to drive into the rain. Next thing you know, you've driven into the rain. That's what it feels like right now. It's almost like I can hear it. I can just look way, way ahead of me, and I think it's raining. And y'all know how I feel about the rain. I don't mind walking in the rain. I don't mind walking in the rain. It's relaxing, it's soothing, and you hear the thunder. Do you guys hear that thunder? You hear that slight roar of thunder? That's why that breeze got cooler. Remember I was saying it's breezy, but it doesn't really feel, it was hot. It was like a warm breeze. It's gotten cooler because the rain is coming. The rain is coming. And we need the rain. We need the rain. I love the rain. And you guys know why I need the rain. First and foremost, these allergies, okay? The allergies, it washes the pollen away, removes the pollen from the air, just washes it away. So if there's a good heavy rain tonight, and I wake up tomorrow and see a lot of yellowish, greenish pollen, then the rain will have done what the rain is supposed to do, giving us a break. Oh my goodness, and it's starting to feel so good. I just really wanting to kind of sit out here in it. I've sprayed my off, y'all. I need to go ahead and order. My skin's so soft. Y'all see how I am? I always put things off. That's why I don't like ordering online, because I tend to put it off. If I order online, I will put it off. I will. So that's why I don't really like ordering online. Because I'll look at it, whatever it is, and I'll say, I'll come back. I'll get it later. Because I know I can't try it on, so I'm not in such a big hurry. I like to try things on. I like to be able to touch the things that I buy. I don't like, sometimes you don't have a choice. You have to order and wait for it. But I like going into the brick and mortar, touching, looking at it, turning it around. If need be, trying something on. But I see so many people, they order their furniture online. They order, I've seen people order their bedroom sets. They go online to do that. So it is what it is. It's the thing to do these days. But hopefully they won't close the stores down, because that's what I like doing. I like going into the stores. And look at the legs move, everybody. Be motivated to move. Be motivated to walk, run, jog, skip, skate, jump rope, swim, ride your bike, ride your stationary bike, ride your treadmill, walk your treadmill, walk your elliptical. There's a lot you can do to be active, to be more active. That is the second thing that we always suggest, that we're suggesting this month heavily. First is to pray. Second is to move. To move. Move, 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 move. And I want to talk about ways to save money again. We haven't talked about that in a long time. Ways to save money. First of all, ways to make money. Ways to make money, ways to make extra money, and ways to save that money. Ways to save that money. Ways to save that money. And we're not talking about ways to be filthy rich. We would all like to be that. But we're just talking about ways to be more comfortable, okay? Ways to be more comfortable. Retirement Day says hi, Tamika. So you guys hear the birds? Y'all hear the birds? Y'all know I love the sound of the birds. I love the sound of the birds. Watch the feet and legs move, and I hope that motivates you to move, okay? Watch the feet and legs move, and I hope that motivates you to move. And I hope it motivates you to be consistent, to be persistent and consistent, okay? Just move, move, move. Walk, 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 walk. Think it and you can do it. Think it and you can do it. Think that you can do it, because sometimes we just think and we don't do it. It's easy to just think, I'm gonna do it, I wanna do it, I will do it. But when you think that you will do it, claim that you will do it, and you will do it. Okay? Think that you will do it, claim that you will do it, and you can do it. And think positively. Just like I always say, peace, positivity, and prosperity. When you think positively and think about positivity. Think that I can and I will. Then you have to believe that you can and you will. Because there are a lot of things that we think, but we don't necessarily believe all the time. So when you start to think, if it's a goal, something that you want to accomplish, immediately start to believe as well. When it comes to you, immediately believe that you can do it. Immediately believe that it will happen. Okay? Immediately believe that it will happen. Speak it into existence. Speak it into existence. That's what we have to do. That's a way of motivating ourselves, motivating our minds to think in a positive way. Will we always get what we're seeking? No. But a lot of times we will. A lot of times we will. A lot of times we will. And make sure that, you know, you're setting realistic goals. Realistic goals. Goals that you know that are humanly possible, okay? Humanly possible. You know, most goals are humanly possible, but you have to think about your will and your desire, you know? So things can be humanly possible, but if you know that you don't have the desire, don't keep saying you're gonna do it and don't do it. Don't keep saying you're gonna do it and don't do it because you'll disappoint yourself. You'll disappoint yourself. And nobody's goal is self-disappointment. Nobody wants to disappoint themselves. See, one way that I know it is extra hot, even though it is later in the evening and we have a slight breeze, is because I'm sweating more today than I did yesterday. And it was earlier. I thought it was hot yesterday. It is hot today. It is hot today. It has been hot all day. It's been hot all day. It's been like 90 degrees. 90 degrees. It's been 90 degrees all day, except maybe this morning. Except maybe this morning. It may have been like in the low 80s this morning. But by late morning, early afternoon, it was like 80, 85, 86. This evening, it was 89, 90. I looked at the weather again. It was still 90. It was still 90. So I am almost done. I am almost done. 7 more minutes. Gonna walk about 7 more minutes, I guess. But before that, I am gonna wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, you know what I say, there's chaos. And without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Don't let people bother you. And don't you bother anybody. And definitely don't let stressed people stress you out. Don't let stressed people stress you out. You know, some people, there's a degree of stress that, you know, well, for all of us, actually, there's a certain degree of stress that we just can't avoid. But don't stress other people out, okay? Don't intentionally do that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, that was music. I try not to, if I can, I try to mute when they're playing music because you never know. Even though you can't control it, you don't want YouTube to think that you're playing that music. So yes, don't let stressed people stress you out. Don't allow them to give you their stress, okay? They usually have a misery lounge. You know, depending on the type of stress. Now sometimes it's just I guess you could say a natural stress that everybody has. You know, just depends on what's going on in life. But other people they're not really stressed. They just have bad ways and bad vibes, and they're just not good people. And their mission is to stress you out. So don't allow them to pull you into their misery lounge, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't allow them to pull you into their misery lounge. Tell them that you have a happy lounge and that you enjoy being there. They will come disguised with a smile, but use your discernment. Use your discernment. And as soon as you can see that they're not to bring you any kind of happiness or joy, you leave their misery lounge and you go back home to your happy lounge. You may not always be happy, but you don't have to be over in somebody else's misery either, okay? You may not always be happy, but you don't have to be over in somebody else's misery lounge at all. At all. And in life, support the people that support you. Love the people that love you. Cherish the people that cherish you. And stay away from those who are always so negative. Because the main ones that always talk about things like that, you have to wonder, like, how much are they giving? Some people like to receive, but they don't like to give. And what I've started to notice on not this app, just this app, but other apps too, people love to receive, but they don't want to give. And they're the main ones who complain about what they don't receive. They are the main ones who complain about the things that they don't receive. So stay away from that. Keep your mind, it's enough we do all we can do to keep our own minds and our own mental in check. So stay away, stay away, stay away from the negativity, stay away from the miserable things, stay away from things that you see that cause other people misery as well. Because oftentimes we try to take on things that we think we can handle that no one else can. No, 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 no. Don't do it. If it's not to help your family and close friends, don't take on bad vibes or bad things that cause bad vibes because you're just trying to be a part of a clique or trying to, you know, show that, hey, I can do this for you and I can do that for you. There are some people who overextend to do things for other people, or they feel like, hey, he's not so bad. She's not that bad. Everybody just thinks she's a bad person or he's a bad person. Well, don't you go try and find out. Don't you go and try and find out. You keep your distance. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. You got enough going on. You have enough people who want your help that you can help. Okay? Always share your good character in places that you know it's beneficial for someone else who may need it, who may need you to spread that good joy and to spread those good vibes. So I was about to get off and I'm still walking, right? Still walking, still talking. Still walking, still talking. Always remember that nothing on this channel is meant to be professional advice. Okay? We don't diagnose, we don't professionally assess, and we don't treat. We don't do any of those things. We're just here to drop nuggets, to leave nuggets in the chat, to pick up nuggets for those things that may help us and our families, okay? That may help us and our families. Sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll work and sometimes they won't. Yes, it's getting darker and darker. And it's not because it's getting dark, but the clouds are getting gray and heavy. It's lightning. There's lightning in the air. There's lightning in the sky. It's lightning, so I better go inside because there are a lot of trees around here. And so when it's lightning, it's best to be inside. It's best to be inside. I was hoping that it would start to rain because y'all know I like to walk in the rain. I was hoping that it would start to rain because I like to walk in the rain, but it's not. It's not yet. It hasn't started yet. Come on, rain, come on in. We need you. It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen before while I'm out here. As soon as I go inside, I bet it starts to rain. Now, if I wasn't waiting for the rain to happen, it would be raining right now. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen as long as I'm outside. But as soon as I go in, it'll start to rain. I do appreciate, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys who came into the live. And I might go live later because I really do want to enjoy this rain and I want to be outside. So if you're not busy, come back and we'll restart this thing over again and we'll listen to this rain. We may even play in the rain. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Bye, y'all.